It's hatch chili pepper time. I bought a ton of them, and you know, I've talked about this before. I roast them in the oven. You take them out, throw them in a bowl, cover them with saran wrap, let them sweat, peel the skin off, and I just fillet them open, scrape out the seeds, wrap them in saran wrap, throw them in the freezer. Well, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a macaroni and cheese with bacon and hatch chilies. So the first thing I'm going to do is I actually cook some bacon in the oven. I do like 375 for 20 minutes, start in a cold oven. It helps render the fat out better. So I got like 6 slices, a good size. It probably weighed a lot more before I cooked it. But I just want to, because I want to get some of that grease out of here and I want to get a little extra crispy. So we're going to start with that. Get that all happy. And as soon as I see it, I mean this stuff's pretty crispy it is, but as soon as I see it start to get a little happier, we can proceed. I just started the stove because I really don't think it's going to take a whole long time to get this done. I hear it sizzle. You can't, but I can. Alright, what do we got here? I got bacon starting to I can see the fat coming out, so I know I'm doing the right thing. A busy morning getting all this stuff ready. Actually, it's a really simple recipe. And you know, I do this bacon all the time, and you can do the same thing. Cook it, throw it in the freezer. You always want to start with a cold oven. So get it ready, put it in, and if they're pretty thick slices, I figure 22 minutes is about what I need. If you're not careful, sometimes you'll get a little too done. And most of the stuff I use bacon for, I'm actually cooking a little bit more, like maybe, you know, so it always seems to be okay. It's not like you're having it for breakfast and you need it extra crispy. Oh yeah. It's just popping away. Getting that sizzle going again. Oh yeah. We're just going to get more of that flavor and that grease out, just a little bit crunchier. Because you know we're going to be adding all this liquid and other stuff to it. Alright. Nothing like sizzling bacon. Sounds and smells. Alright, don't let this get too crazy. I got my box of macaroni that I cooked. And the one thing I do like to do with mac and cheese, I don't need any of the starch. So when I cook it, I want to cool it down real quick. So I put it on a colander, take my sprayer, really spray it down good with cold water, get that starch off. Alright, what do we got next? I got, like a cup of onion here that I chopped pretty fine. I always tell people, you know, half a cup to a cup. I love my onion and stuff, so I always take it all the way to a cup. Now you can really hear it, I think. Not trying to, just want to soften up a little bit. It's going to bake in the oven, so it'll be pretty happy. Plus it's going to cook the whole time we're trying to make this roux thing. Just want to start to see it soften. And you got a hot pot. It's like an Instapot. It really doesn't take long. Plus the onion is kind of cooking in that bacon fat a little bit that's in the bottom. Just starting to change color. Okay, so let's turn it down a little more. So we got some steps coming up here. So I need a stick of butter. What could be wrong with a stick of butter, right? Usually I cut it in half, but I said, oh well. Amazing how it still melts. I got me, I turned it down a little bit further. Got me a 350 oven for when we're ready. I could have probably waited to hit it, but I figure I'd forget. So, alright, so let's get all this stirring around. So far we got the 3 food groups, right? Onion, bacon, and butter. What else? Alright, maybe I turned it down too far. A little bit higher. Just waiting for that last little bit of butter to melt. I'm gonna grab me my quart of milk. Have it ready here. Okay, here we go. I got me 1/3 of a cup of flour. Now we're going to real carefully just kind of move that around. Real thick. What do we always say? Just want to stir flour for a minute to make sure we get the taste right. You don't want to overdo it because you can really destroy a roux by overcooking it. And you know the secret about this. You stir for about a minute, then we're ready to rock and roll. And you know me, gotta add it slow. It's gonna drop the temperature pretty quick, so be ready. Cannot deny this is one ugly roux with all that bacon and stuff in there, but it'll taste really good. We got a temperature drop here, so I gotta give it just a second to catch up. There it goes. Just watch for the little bubbles. That's all you gotta do. So Hatch chilies are kind of interesting. They're really fun. They're so unique. I don't think they're overly hot. They do come in, you know, regular or hot. I buy the hot, and I just think they have good flavor. Tastes great, less filling. And I could write a book on all the things you can use peppers for. going to take a little pause here and let this get caught up again. While I'm doing so, I'm going to add some black pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Should be enough. Alright, let's get some bubbles going back here. Really nice and creamy. This is really so wonderful, right? Alright, getting thick. I don't want to bring down the temperature too much, so I really have to watch this. It's so exciting, isn't it? No, it's not. Greatest thing about this is it really, you know, some things I make take forever in the oven. This is like 30 minutes in the oven, man. It'll all be good. Let's see some bubbles. It's right there, it's right at the verge. You can see that kind of crazy thing going on. Not quite bubbles. Watch pot never boils, just remember that. Oh yeah, here we go. Even my spoon is steaming. Oh yeah. Happy, happy. It's thickening up now. So let's get that half of the rest of it in there. I always find it's hardest to add when it's right towards the end because you don't want to change the consistency too much. in the beginning, you know, it's like really hot and everything's rolling, you got all that flour. Oh yeah, we got some heat going on here now. Oh, doggy. So, you know, the thing is just be patient, take your time, just like me. I know this pot's hot. This way you can just feel the change in texture with your spoon. So I just want to get this happy one last time, get it all nice and hot. Move this out of the way. Perfect, beautiful. Yeah. And you can tell if you see the back of the spoon is nice and shiny. Oh yeah, tastes great. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my chilies. Now they are really a lot easier to cut frozen. So I had a big clump of them that I had already planned to use this for, so I got like probably half a pound even. And I have them in a colander because they're going to drip a little bit from being frozen. They've thawed now. I just want to get these dumped in here. Oh yeah. I just want to gently kind of stir this around, make sure everything's nice and toasty warm. Oh. This is the bee's knees, let me tell you. Flavor, and the flavor is going to bake, so now I want to be a little more gentle because I don't want to turn the chilies into mush. So I'm going to stir it all nice and gentle. Alright, so what do I need to do next? We're kind of winding down here. So like I said, I just want to make sure everything's warm. So I snuck that little taste in there. These chilies are so good. That bacon. And this is really simple. Like, you don't have to put a whole lot of other flavor in it. You know me, lots of times I go crazy, but this is just great the way it is. Alright, so I need 2 cups of grated cheese. I always laugh about this, how they put less and less cheese in the bags somehow now. I'm not sure how that works. So I'm going to grab a full bag of like sharp cheddar, and I got an open bag of Colby Jack I'm just going to throw in to make sure I got enough, because you can never have too much cheese. This has got a beautiful consistency right now, so let me grab it. I'm going to start with it. This is like probably a cup and a half. I want this flavor anyways. I got a little bit in the bottom of this cold jack. Now I can turn it off. Just stir it. Let it all get happy. This would be great as a soup, right? Ooh, actually it would. But no, let's not forget the macaroni. You get the, oops. Flame macaroni everywhere. What's important at this step is getting everything to a temperature. Now the stove's off, I'm sorry. The stove is off. But we want to get everything nice and warm. I want to let that cheese fill in the macaroni. And you can use the large macaroni. I have done that before. I like that too. Just want to get a good mix on this so nothing's just sitting at the bottom. All the cheese is melted. And really, I don't have to not worried about getting it hot again because we really cooled it down with that cold macaroni. And the oven's been off, so now what do we do? This is where I test my strength and ability. Got my old school Corningware baking dish. This is like a little slice of heaven. Debating how stupid I can be. So all I'm going to do is get this setting right here on the edge. I feel like an astronaut trying to work with gloves on. Oh, they make dinner up there. The temperature take to boil water at the space station. Make sure you get all the good stuff. Don't be shy. Okay. Take that gloves off. So, as you can see, there's enough liquid to really cover this. Now I did this, you cook this pasta for 9 to 11 minutes. I just did it for 9 minutes because I want the al dente, so as it starts to cook, it's going to absorb all of that fluid. It's going to make this like a really good baked mac and cheese, okay? If you're old enough to have parents like mine, they would always tell you you have to put breadcrumbs on top. I don't want to absorb the liquid into the breadcrumbs. I really don't need to make it look like it's got a fake crust on it, because this is going to crust up. Oh, I missed something. Oh wait. Oh my God. I'm not kidding. It's really good. Alright, I'm going to get this in the oven. I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes. And I'll show you. But before I put it in the oven, I was thinking, because I always like to think, is that maybe instead of doing the breadcrumbs, let me see what I got. I got something better than breadcrumbs. I got some open Swiss cheese. It's going to expire. So sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. But I think with the chilies, I want to put some Swiss cheese in here. That's just like, I don't know, a cup and a half. Doesn't really matter. Just a little bit for fun and flavor. Flavor. Alright, now for sure. I'm going to go in the oven, 30 minutes. I'll see you back 30 minutes. So I heard on the radio this week that scientists are actually working on ways so you can communicate with sound, picture, and smell. I actually think they're going to have this worked out. If so, let me tell you, I will be the first person to sign up for that, because if you could smell this, man. So yeah, half hour it was done. Let it sit a couple minutes. It's still kind of bubbly, but I can't wait. So guess what? Grab a little bit in the corner here. Now this is why I can't understand kids like Kraft macaroni and cheese or whatever better. Because to me, this is just as creamy, much more flavorful. And you know, even if you didn't have the hashed chilies and just having bacon in it, I mean, you think your kids would be like thrilled, right? But this is just, wow, it's just perfect, all right? So, next time you can't figure out what to do, yes, it takes a few minutes to get everything mixed together, but it's really, really good, and it's definitely worth the effort. I got lunch for like a week here. All right. So, as I always say, appreciate you guys. Hope you learned something. Hope you keep coming back. Hope you keep watching. I'm trying to get caught up on some of my editing. I say it like all the time, don't I? But anyway, thank you very much. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.